Scheduled for one fall, introducing first from Ayr, Scotland, weighing 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
A very impressive young man is Drew McIntyre. Some of you have said he's the chosen one in WWE. Big, athletic, a tenacious individual who has a wealth of potential. But I've said it many times, potential won't buy the groceries long term.
It certainly will not. Potential can only take you so far. But you know, every time he steps into the ring, he gets a little bit better and puts himself in a better position to really make an impact in the WWE.
I think McIntyre is going to be a huge star in WWE. Not a matter of if, just a matter of when.
His partner from Marietta, Georgia, weighing 215 pounds, he's the Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes.
Innately talented. The Intercontinental Championship has a new luster thanks to Cody Rhodes.
Well, whether you mean it tangibly with the reintroduction of the classic Intercontinental title, or metaphysically speaking, in the way that he conducts himself in the ring, Cody Rhodes is always business and always is on top of his game.
One of the biggest young stars in WWE, and thank God he lost the face mask.
What a thing it is to defy time and space. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you've done tonight. Give yourselves all a big round of applause. We've defied time. Tonight you have literally seen, and forgive me, this is tired and used, tomorrow's superstars today. Now, I happen to be from the South. I'm a fan of country music. Is anyone else here a fan of country music? There's this song, If Tomorrow Never Comes. It makes you wonder, what were we all doing here? What were we all doing tonight? We weren't talking about future champions. We were talking about current champions. I want to ask you guys a simple yes or no question. Do you people know who I am? I am the 26-year-old Marvel, the ugly duckling of the legacy, the 26-year-old who revived an unrevivable Intercontinental Championship, the 26-year-old who got into a fight with Randy Orton, lived to tell about it, and I am the 26-year-old who is the true future of the WWE. We've defined the extraordinary. Now let's define Daniel Bryan.
Well, apparently Daniel Bryan can define himself in his own way, in his own style.
Well, you want to talk about the future, current, up-and-coming superstar.
First, from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Well, sorry, as I was saying, didn't mean to cut off the ring announcer there. We want to talk about current champions here. Daniel Bryan has a tremendous opportunity to become a future champion in the near future with that Money in the Bank briefcase.
Daniel Bryan is a Money in the Bank contract winner. Could cash in that contract at any time. Could do it here tonight if he chose to, because he can do it for 1 year. Says he's going to do it at WrestleMania. We'll see. And how Daniel's ribs hold up tonight as well? Another question. Battler, Sheamus, former two-time WWE champion. And as we have heard ad nauseum, he is the first Irish-born WWE champion.
Well, he definitely wears that around his neck as a badge of honor there. And for Daniel Bryan, in the predicament that he's in, you see the taped ribs. It's a pretty good ally to have on your side, having Sheamus right there.
So we're going to see the Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes, who has well documented his age. He's 26, I hear. And his tag team partner from Scotland, Drew McIntyre. One fall tag team matchup here on NXT.
Well, Cody and Drew certainly are the young stallions here in the WWE. Heck, I'm just about the same age as they are, and they certainly have a bright future ahead of both of them if they can, remain focused, remain confident, but not overly cocky.
Well, I could say that I have hats that are older than Cody Rhodes, but I shall not. So it's going to be Daniel Bryan, the Money in the Bank winner, against the Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes. Nice collar elbow tie-up by Rhodes and Bryan.
Well, keeping it simple here, trying to feel each other out, figure out what's going on.
Hard shot, and you can see the residual effects of Bryan's injured ribs. Reverse elbow hurts Bryan, but Daniel Bryan is really, what a kick.
Well, ribs might be hurting, but those kicks certainly not going to take any power off of them.
Rhodes blocked the second or third kick. Able to take Daniel Bryan down and tags in Drew McIntyre.
Really, Daniel Bryan's at a disadvantage throughout this entire match. Those ribs taped up, still injured from at the hands of Mark Henry. So we got to see if he can keep up, maintain the pace here that Drew and Cody have so far put out.
Smart money is on McIntyre and Rhodes, isolating Daniel Bryan for as long as they can. And as I say that, the tag is made.
I think Drew wants to take a little timeout right here, seeing the Great White get tagged in.
An Irishman and a Scotsman.
I think they have a history of bad blood between each other. My history is up to date.
I will Google that later. Find out the rivalry of the Irish and the Scots. I'm sure it exists.
And you look at McIntyre around, it's like he wants to take even more time. I don't understand why he just doesn't get in the middle of the ring. Come on, let's get this action going.
Two big men locking up in the center of the ring. And a fantastic main event here tonight.
And what a tremendous opportunity if Drew McIntyre can pin or make Sheamus submit, because Sheamus has been on quite a roll over the last few months.
Thunderous right hands by McIntyre, beating down the Irishman.
My.
And that will, I can't see what purpose
look at him right
the
away.
slap would serve.
It would only infuriate the Great White even more.
And Rhodes over the top. Sheamus dominating McIntyre. Daniel Bryan with a leap of faith, with a knee to the sternum. A chaotic environment in this main event. We're back on NXT. Sheamus looking for a cover on McIntyre. It is Daniel Bryan and Sheamus against Drew McIntyre and the Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes, here tonight. What a main event.
Yeah, what a great main event to get some WWE superstars down here to NXT to really show what it's all about when you're up there on Raw or SmackDown.
Nice leg drag by Daniel Bryan. Bryan with those injured ribs now trying to break down Drew McIntyre. McIntyre big and strong, 6'5", 6'6".
Whoa.
The fans want Daniel Bryan, a noted submission specialist, using the label lock to make Drew McIntyre tap out. Out on that exchange.
I do remember at one point someone did say that Daniel Bryan, I think it was he himself, has 17 different ways to put a submission on a leg. I mean, 17 different ways. So it just goes to show you that he knows how to take care of anybody in any sort of position.
It's all about joint manipulation. And Daniel Bryan knows that very well. So the Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes, intelligently going right for the injured ribs and torso of Daniel Bryan, who counters with a beautiful quick
Was he gonna go round 2 right now with Cody? At first you don't succeed, perhaps try again.
Daniel Bryan going surfing. Whoa! Rhodes in a submission compromise situation. Bryan's got his shoulders off the canvas. And look at the strength of Daniel Bryan. I don't know if the referee's counting. His shoulders are up.
How do you tap out from oh, or you can pin him. Where is he going?
Rhodes,
Cody, the ring's the other way.
Rhodes wisely steps out of bounds, breaks momentum, stops the roll that Daniel Bryan was on.
I think they're trying to do a little regrouping over there, but again, they got to watch out. They might get counted out.
Referee has a 10 count to utilize in that situation. Rhodes is the legal man, as is Daniel Bryan. And Bryan tags in the battling Irishman.
And now
Sheamus.
Rhodes going to try to figure out something here.
Sheamus has some of the same qualities that Triple H, who we saw earlier, has. Likes to fight, big and rugged, but extremely intelligent.
Absolutely. I mean, with every calculated move that he does, it serves a purpose, and we hope to see if we can somehow get out of what's going on right now. Cody beating him into the corner.
Rhodes taking Sheamus to happy hour and a ballroom brawl, but you're not going to win too many ballroom brawls against Sheamus.
I can feel those hits, those pounds every time. Hold on.
The cover and a near fall on the Intercontinental Champion. Cody Rhodes may out-wrestle Sheamus. He will not out-brawl the Irishman.
Ooh, but that's a smart strategy to take down the brawler.
And that's called wrestling.
Get him off his base. I like it. Very sound strategy by the Intercontinental Champion.
Destroy the vertical base of the larger man. Exactly what Rhodes, a very accomplished amateur wrestler, can do. And then when you get him in a compromised position, then one can utilize those fists and feet.
Yeah, and in addition, taking out the leg, that could, not allow him to get that bro kick, to get the full effect, to debase him with that. So, again, serving multiple purposes here.
Oh! And double axe handle by Sheamus, catching Rhodes in the sternum.
So setting him up with a Celtic cross.
The tag made. That tag is legal. But Rhodes is not legal. Oh, what a shot by Sheamus. That may be it, the knockout shot. Who's going to win this tag team matchup? We'll find out when we come back. We are back on NXT tag team action. What a main event. Daniel Bryan and Sheamus being manhandled right now by the Intercontinental Champion Cody Rhodes. His tag team partner is Drew McIntyre. Throughout the commercial break, it was a beatdown on Sheamus by both Rhodes and McIntyre. And now the front chancery applied by Rhodes using leverage to ground his bigger, stronger opponent.
Well, I'd like to say that Cody's trying to teach something to the youngsters down here in NXT, but we heard him a little earlier. He pretty much darn well doesn't care about him.
Rhodes, 26 years of age, says he is the future of WWE, and I will not argue that point.
Well, love him or hate him, the record speaks for itself.
The suplex by McIntyre. The Scot looks for three, found two. A man that Mr. McMahon, the chairman of WWE, said was the chosen one in this organization.
How much pressure does that put on you, though, when you've got the chairman of the board saying that you are that next guy, the next guy?
Sheamus kicked all the way outside. That's not exactly where McIntyre wanted him, but a cheap shot by Rhodes. Referee doing his job on the other side of the ring, and on the back 40, it was Rhodes almost beheading Sheamus.
This is not a good position right now for Sheamus. He's got both of his opponents on the other side. But maybe Cody would throw in another cheap shot. Seems to be his MO as of tonight.
McIntyre viciously driving Sheamus' lower back, his kidney area, to the edge of the ring. And big Sheamus really needs to make a tag. Somehow, some way, as McIntyre grapevines the leg and making a timely tag. And look at the pugnacious Intercontinental Champion.
Well, JR, I have to ask you a question. You have been in this business for so many years. When you look at Cody Rhodes, what is it about him that really makes him everything that he claims that he is?
He has the intangible. You can't smell it, you can't make it, you can't take a picture of it. It's called it. Rhodes has it. His father had it. It's the intangible. It's the X factor. It's the X in NXT. And that's why this young man is the Intercontinental Champion. And that's why someday he'll be the WWE Champion.
Well, if he continues on the trajectory that he is on right now, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. But first, speaking of tonight, he's going to have to get through Sheamus and Daniel Bryan.
And obviously Cody Rhodes is an amazing athlete. He's intelligent. Way beyond his 26 years. To ground a man, a mountain of a man, a brute of a human being like Sheamus is an accomplishment. But never, ever count out Sheamus. Loves to fight. Big high threshold of pain. What impact.
I think Sheamus needs to make a tag. He needs to make a tag. Get the fresh man in.
Daniel Bryan's the legal man. It's Bryan and Rhodes in this tag team main event. Oh. Great athleticism by Daniel Bryan. Striking suddenly, quickly, authoritatively.
He's feeling it now, JR.
Oh, nowhere for Rhodes to go, but down. And down he does go. Bryan with the advantage. Well, Daniel Bryan soon be looking for the LaBelle lock and a victory.
Well, we'll see if he can get up to the top rope. What he's going to do next.
McIntyre trying to intervene. High risk for Daniel Bryan.
Will it be high reward?
Oh! Bryan, bad ribs and all, finding nothing but canvas.
I mean, you would think Daniel Bryan would change up his strategy a little bit, knowing that if he did miss, it's going to happen right now where it's going to injure his ribs even more. I don't get it.
Tag made, a shot by Rhodes to the ribs. The adrenaline flows. The will to win exists for Daniel Bryan or anyone else in WWE that has made it. And look at McIntyre imposing his physical will, using what he brought to the dance. His height, his strength, his leverage on Daniel Bryan.
Very smart strategy by McIntyre to continue to work on the ribs, soften him up. Oh. Moves like that are only going to put Daniel Bryan in an even better position for a pinfall or submission.
I consider myself a rib expert. And Daniel Bryan's ribs are being battered and smoked by Drew McIntyre. What an outstanding tag team matchup. These guys coming here, the word gets out. Who won the tag match? on NXT. Who won, who lost? The word spreads in the locker room.
I'm surprised Daniel Bryan hasn't gotten up to this point. I mean, really, the ribs are in even worse shape than I thought they would be.
Rhodes and his partner do not want to win by a count out. Rhodes borderlining overbearing arrogance. And the skilled Intercontinental Champion has not endeared himself.
Look what he's doing there.
To this crowd. Bryan's at bandages, as in plural, protecting his injured ribs, becoming dislodged.
Ooh.
Submission attempt by Rhodes.
And notice how Daniel Bryan, A, nowhere near the ropes, but B, more importantly, isolated far, far away from Sheamus. A terrible predicament right now for Daniel Bryan.
In case you're keeping score at home, this is a sitting abdominal stretch. The reason Rhodes is using it is because it focuses on the intercostal rib cartilage.
Ooh. Very good reversal, but look how Daniel Bryan's still far away.
And look where Rhodes goes right back to the ribs. Rhodes keeping his body between Daniel Bryan and Bryan's partner, the cover. Sheamus looking for a tag. Rhodes did everything right there. He went back to the ribs and he positioned his body between Daniel Bryan and Sheamus.
Well, Cody Rhodes is no stranger to tag teaming. We saw him for quite a while with WWE superstar Bob Holly at one point. So he understands the idea of isolation, being in between the participant in the ring, Daniel Bryan, and the fresh man, Sheamus.
I thought we were going to use the analogy of Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch.
Well, that's also
you went
very
back to
good.
another obscure reference. Bob Holly, look at the rib shot. Smart move there by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre is impressing here tonight. The cover.
And another cover.
Keep the advantage.
You know, I think a lot of people don't understand why they go for multiple covers at a time, and really, I think it takes away even more energy every time you have to kick out to push off the other man, which puts even more strain on the ribs.
The guy on the bottom is in the worst situation. Daniel Bryan was on bottom, trying to fight out of the situation. He's done a great job here, and that's a smart move by Daniel Bryan, trying to knot up those quadriceps of the bigger man.
Yeah, quick strikes. That's what.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! That ought to do it. That should do it. And Sheamus apparently felt the same way, interrupting the count. Rhodes tried to sneak in the back door. Referee did a nice job there. And again, the ribs, the object, the target of Rhodes and McIntyre. It may be a matter of time now. It could be simply academic for Daniel Bryan. And there is another abdominal stretch.
The torque, the amount of torque on the rib cage, the torso. I'm really surprised Daniel Bryan hasn't given up yet. He's one hell of a competitor.
If Rhodes locks his hands in this position, he may secure the submission on Daniel Bryan.
Wow.
But Bryan able to muster up the strength to make a counter. Is it the last counter that Bryan has in him? Oh my! A mid-air collision. Rhodes should have the advantage, but that mid-air collision taking both men down, and it'd be a darn shame for this match to end with a count out.
Bryan needs to make a tag in the worst way. Come on, Bryan, you're almost there. You need to make.
McIntyre got the legal tag, and now it's up to Drew McIntyre with a cheap shot on Sheamus to put Daniel Bryan away. And Daniel Bryan.
He makes the tag.
Bryan makes the tag. And here comes this Irish machine known as Sheamus.
Once he gets going, it's very hard to stop the Great White.
Look at the headbutts. The slobber-knocking headbutts of Sheamus. Nothing pretty about the offense, but it's damned effective.
Now the Irish curse.
The cover, and Rhodes interrupts. Rhodes says sure defeat. A little chaotic here with all 4 men.
Whoa!
Well, they were 4 men in the ring. Rhodes over the top. Sheamus.
Holy cow!
Good God, they came right in our lap. And the brogue kick. The brogue kick. Sheamus hits the brogue kick with bodies lying everywhere. Oh, what a match. What a tag team main event.
I mean, I got a little sweaty here from Cody Rhodes, but with all the hoopla going on out here, Sheamus with an incredible throw kick out of nowhere just took Drew's socks right off of him.
Cody Rhodes knocked at our lap. McIntyre taken down with a brogue kick. A hard-fought victory for Sheamus and Daniel Bryan. An amazing main event.
Can we take a look at that finish again? I mean, I got a little sweaty here when you see Daniel Bryan just go flying, taking out Cody Rhodes here on our announce table. But meanwhile, JR, the brogue kick that takes Drew right off of his feet.
The brogue kick will put any mammal down goes the brogue kick. The Fighting Irishman, Sheamus, the Great White, and Daniel Bryan battle their way to a tag team victory here tonight.